Salute, salute, salute. It is unapologetically QI, and I have entered the building. I hope y'all can hear me okay. Uh, and today I want to talk about if I had one wish, what would I want from the beef sector? Now, let me just start off by saying that I am a part of multiple sectors. I started off in the conscious community. Then the Kanika Jenkins sector opened up. And, because of, before then I co-founded a subsector of the conscious sector, which was the Aboriginal community. Then I ventured off into the Kanika Jenkins community, Curious Minds, and I ended up being a panel member on one of the larger channels. I have been through other sectors of YouTube. I still support other sectors of YouTube, but I am very much just as much a part of the beefing sector. And someone posed a question earlier today. It was like, what would you want from the beefing sector? So I started thinking about that, and I was like, let me just give my take. And my take is like comparing the older beef sector, versus the newer beef sector. Now, the older beef sector, the newer beef sector, a lot of the newer people, they think that it's just about beef, right? They think that it's just about getting on panels and arguing and fighting with another content creator for clicks and views and popularity and for clout, right? However, the older beef sector was more genuine. It was more organic. Those beefs were accidental. It wasn't targeted. It wasn't specific. It wasn't for clout. Back then, a lot of people weren't using Google Hangouts and different things of that nature on a regular. They were calling in. So it made a difference. And a lot of times when people got on panels, they presented their true perspective, whether it was an argument, an intellectual intellectual battle, or, whatever it may be. But the older beef sector was more diverse. It wasn't just about arguing, degrading, calling people names, and different things of that nature. Because I don't know if y'all know or not, but that stuff sometimes gets dark. It gets evil, gloomy, and boring. And it's the same old. It gets boring. It's redundant. Whereas in the older beef sector, you never knew what to expect. People actually did content. You had people who did reviews. You had people that dabble into history and all sorts of things, right? And somehow in the midst of all of that, there might be a battle or a conflict. And that would appear the same way. The fights were not always, they didn't always use the same weapon. They might use intellectual spying. They might use the name calling, the degrading, they use multiple things. Now, what I think that happened to the older beef sector is, first of all, somebody named it the beefing sector, because a lot of y'all probably don't know it has not always been named the beefing sector. And that's why a lot of the newer people think that this is all about degrading, arguing, and the dysfunctional stuff. Back in the day, I liked the way it was. It was like you never knew what to expect, and it was more diverse. So pretty much you get in where you fit in, right? Everybody has a different way of doing things. And it was like never a lot of boredom. People had to work back then. They had to really like work back then. And that's like somewhat of how we got into like a lot of the dark stuff, like the doxing, the CPS calling, and a lot of the stuff that, messed up the sector. And I think that because a lot of the new and upcoming creators, and that's what makes it too wide open as well, right? Anybody can get up and say some curse words, call people some names, and degrade them. Degrade their house, degrade their backgrounds, degrade whatever they can. But not anybody can deliver battle with multiple tools. In the older beef sector, it's like it was skill based. The newer beef sector, anybody is in. So, and it was about like it wasn't a whole lot of bad, a whole lot of derogatory things. And then, we found the root and the source of those things. And a lot of the root and the source of those things are some of your favorite content creators. But at any rate, I like when skills sharpen skill. Skills sharpen skill. I like when it requires more than that. It requires more. When you have to have some talent, some skills, some, something. You got to bring forth something. They were skits. There, it was just diverse. So I like the diversity of the old beef sector. And if I had one wish, and if you asked me what I wanted out of the beef sector, I would say I would like to bring back the diversity of the beef sector, where it wasn't from panel to panel or from channel to channel the same redundant thing. Somebody arguing, fussing, degrading, calling somebody name, maybe exposing, maybe some CPS, maybe some doxing, maybe, some, stuff that we shouldn't be entering into. I like when you have to use your mind. You have to be a little creative. Beef should be creative, right? Like if y'all really like the beef should be fun. I love debates, right? So my New Year's resolution, if possible, would be that, to make the beefing sector diverse again. But that's just me. Like I said, smash that like button, subscribe if you hadn't, share this video. And it is my opinion as unapologetically QI. And I thank all that supports me. If you're a new upcoming content creator, I believe in supporting. If we don't support, who else will? Who else will? Give support to get support. And let's bring back that diversity. Let's loosen up that control. It is I, unapologetically exiting the building. Peace, love, and light. Until next time.